shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Money talks.
Right,
Money talks, man. It does.
All right, so that's one thing.
Yeah. Too bad about that place. Christ, man. Christ, that's too bad. That place we talked
Kendall
about.
Pond.
Kendall
Oh,
Pond.
Kendall Pond. Yeah. I was really excited because we get the advertisements in the mail all the time.
Did
I'm
you
like,
drop
we
a
gotta
business
check this
card
out.
off?
We gotta go check
Oh,
it out.
yes.
You did?
I put it right on the counter. I said, we'll be reviewing you. And she's like, thank you so much.
That was a 16-year-old girl that says, wow, we're famous.
You're welcome.
Me and Bernie walked out. We're like, not the review you want.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'm sorry, Kendall.
Hey.
So there you go.
It's an honest
Oh,
opinion.
wait,
What's gonna happen?
and when we were ordering, the kid couldn't count back change.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing.
Stop. Don't be on that.
They have a register that doesn't
goddamn
do that
register.
for you? I thought all registers did that now.
Yeah. The number it cost, the number they gave me. Whatever.
Well, the McDonald's POS system, POS, listen to
Point
me.
of sale.
Point of sale,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you very much. They actually have pictures of their food items.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed
You know
that.
what I mean? So they go,
Well,
cheeseburger. Okay,
And now the trend is there isn't
French
even going to be a person there.
Everything's
I think
automated,
that's fucking
man.
great, to be honest with you.
You can-
I really do.
You
I
can
saw
go
the
on your cell phone
Yeah.
as you're driving down the highway
Yeah.
doing 80, making your McDonald's
I
order.
did not know you could do that, Mike. Thank you for educating me. I did not know that you could mobily
You
order
can.
your
You
McDonald's
can
now.
most
I know
look at
that.
Everything I do is mobily. Very little mobily,
You think
but
he's walking to get that shit?
Immobile.
Everything you can mobile order. Starbucks.
Immobility.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Taco
McDonald's,
Bell?
Taco Bell.
Huh. God, I'm hungry.
Now I want Taco Bell.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Yeah, I'm with you there. I still have this honey bun in
Can
front
we
of
get
me.
off food because
An hour and
I'm just gonna get
45 minutes. We're hitting the buffet, man.
super
Fuck it. Let's go.
angry right now.
It's 13,
Hangry? Are you
it's
hungry or
13
hangry?
minutes
I'm
away.
hangry.
You're hangry.
And we just started the show. This is going to be awesome.
13 minutes
Awesome.
away.
All right, so our next segment is
We still have another review.
no, not yet. No, I want to
Oh.
say I want to save
okay.
the entire place. I want to
Okay.
save first choice. We're for our next segment. I actually want to talk about how people take things out of context.
Ooh,
And
fun.
boy, can we take this into the next level.
Yeah.
Mr. Trump actually ran into something. Mr. Driggers, why don't you take that over?
So it was a big deal recently where Trump was giving a speech about illegal immigrants, but specifically he was talking about MS-13 gang members. And it was very clear in the speech that that's what he was referring to. And when he was referring to MS-13 gang members, he referred to them as animals. And the media standard bullshit that they do, because everybody knows, whether you're on the left or the right, you have to know that the media is total leftist. There are 100% liberal. The media is liberal. That's just how it is. There's a few outlets that aren't, but the
I
vast
thought the
majority...
media was fake.
Well, that's true. Also, because they're liberals, it's fake.
okay.
So the narratives are always fake. And this is the point, is that the narrative that they wove immediately, all they needed to hear was Trump say the word animals. And they ran with it. They ran with this narrative that Trump was referring to all illegal immigrants as animals. And every fucking major news outlet ran with that, man. Wall Street Journal, New York Times, CBS, NBC, ABC, all of them ran with it. And for days they did this, and then these same fucking organizations all had to print retractions. That's what I love. That they had to later be like, well, we weren't entirely accurate about this. And
What gave that away?
I mean, context matters. You know what I mean? Anyone could take any. Think about all the shit we say on the show, right? We say a lot of shit, right?
We do.
And so
lot of
imagine
shit.
if anyone just took 5 seconds of some of the stuff that we say,
Even the
and
word.
and use that to paint one of us
Spin it.
into a box and say, this is what Bernie thinks, because it took 5 seconds of what you said. You know what I mean? Imagine how easy that would be to do. It's the same for me. I mean, I could have my fucking career destroyed because of some of the shit that I've said, where somebody said that they just took 10 seconds of what I've said, and they were like, that's what Driggers thinks. You know what I mean? But you don't hear the 5 or 10 seconds before. You don't hear the 25 seconds after. Only the shit that they want, you know? And so, I don't know, man. That's the world we live in, where if you process information that's being handed to you, you as a purveyor of information, okay, you have to be smarter about it. Like, you have to be willing to say, well, what's the whole context? What was the whole statement? You know,
Media doesn't have time for that.
Well, yeah, but no, but they do. Their job is to report facts, not
Fake
not
news.
They
spin.
want blips. They want real quick snippets. They don't want to hear the freaking 45-minute story.
The old adage in news used to be that their responsibility was to report facts. Okay, the truth of the matter is today they want to get the story first, and they want to get it right after. Okay, so it's easier, especially if you're already approaching your intent is to paint someone negatively, right? That's where you're starting from, a place where you want to paint someone negatively. As soon as they hand you that 5-second clip, you're like, hallelujah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hallelujah. He just handed me a fucking a touchdown. He just gave it to me because now all I have to do is I can easily say, listen, here's 5 seconds of Trump saying animals, and he was talking about illegal immigrants. And everybody runs with it because nobody wants to be smarter or smart enough to know that, like, well, what's the whole context? You know what I mean? And so any one of us, not just us, but any one of us, imagine if there was a hot mic around us, like, as a listener, the people who are listening right now, imagine if there was a hot mic that followed you around everywhere you went.
They'd be fucking disturbed.
Fucking right,
They'd
you'd
be
lose
like,
your fucking
he's jerking
job.
off again?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, my God.
Right, exactly. Well, especially if there was a hot mic around me all the time, that's for sure. Be like 5 times a day, dude. Let it go. But no, I mean, you know, we would fucking have our
Let
lives
it go.
destroyed, and so because
Let it
especially if
go.
that was the intent, you know, so you know there was a recent study that was done where they looked at all of the media coverage that Trump's received since the inauguration, and they determined that 90% of the media coverage that Trump has received. Now, I'm not saying I'm left or right. I'm just saying these are the facts. 90% of the media coverage that Trump has received has been negative. 90% of the media coverage that he's received has been negative. But you know what's funny is his approval ratings are still going up.
hell yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's kind of interesting to me because what that tells me is that the people who are digesting the information, okay, are looking at it from a wider perspective, and that's pretty cool if you think about it, because it means that despite this stupid narrative where people are saying, well, Trump ran with this, or where Trump was trying to say all illegal immigrants are animals, it shows that the media is dumber than the people, you know? And that's cool, because that's how it should be. Like, and this is why Time just went out of business. This is why newspaper sales are in the tank. You know what I mean?
Newsweek doesn't exist.
Exactly. That's why these
Trump's going through that Stern process where people just want to hear what the hell he's going to say next,
Right.
man. You
Right.
know, that's why everybody's focused on
Yep.
him. You know, it may be negative, but God damn it, it's showing positivity.
Right.
I agree.
It's, you know,
Say what you mean what you say. You know
and
what
that's
I mean?
what we need, man. We need somebody to slap everybody in the face, and you know, not in a racial way, but just make. You know what? Don't be lazy. Get up
Right.
and work,
Right,
man.
right.
Get out of fucking bed and
Right.
do your fucking job.
Yeah, his
you know?
his UN secretary Nikki Haley had this great thing where she said, you know, she was, I think that's what she is. She was asked recently about his comment, or no, his press secretary was asked recently about what he. Sorry, babe. She was asked what he meant when he referred to them as animals, and she very clearly stated, she was like, he obviously was talking about MS-13 gang members, and then she cited 3 examples of some of the horrendous acts that they've committed. And she was like, I think that he was actually being quite tame. I'm paraphrasing here, but she was like, I think he was being quite tame in his comments, referring to them as animals. And you've got all these, you know, these actors, you know, these people who are embedded. They're groupthink automatons. They're robots. They're a part of this fucking groupthink bubble, who are like, you should never refer to anyone as animals. We're all human beings. And you know what's funny is some of these people,
Mike's
they've gone to
gotta pee.
Twitter. They've gone to Twitter, right? And made these comments, and then so other people are like, okay, cool, and they look back at their Twitter feeds and they can cite examples where these same people were calling Trump an animal.
Animal.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you fucking hypocrite. Listen, if you're gonna go down that road, just make sure that you are, you know, you're not a complete idiot where you're saying, you know, nobody should refer to any human being as an animal. But I can go back 8 months on your Twitter feed and find where you called Republicans animals, where you called the NRA animals, where you called, you know what I mean? And this is just it's a wonderfully representative example of the kind of world that we live in right now,
sure.
where this is how people approach these situations. They're so wound up. and they just want to fire off of all cylinders without really thinking, but again, all these media organizations have had to retract or go back and elaborate a little bit more about what they meant, because they knew, and this is the part that pisses me off the most, these fuckers knew when they were reporting on Trump saying that when they were reporting that he's referring to all illegal immigrants as animals, they knew that he meant specifically MS-13 gang members, because in the context of what he was saying, it was a paragraph. It wasn't like an hour-long speech where later he went back to it and he was like, "Oh, I mean MS." It was a fucking paragraph. You know what I mean? It's pathetic.
It is.
Take a sip of your beer there, Craig. Relax.
I missed something?
No, I'm good, but it aggravates me. It aggravates me to no end. Trump could cure cancer, okay? And the liberal media would say that he's putting pharmaceutical companies out
He's
of
doing it
business.
for money.
That's what they would do. You know what
Putting
I mean?
people out of work.
He can't do anything right.
No, he didn't say he cured cancer. He's causing cancer. Completely thing. Or even the word fuck, something like that. You know what I mean?
Which we should have a whole lot more of in the show.
Right. Hey, I just got a text from Phil. You should be on the show soon.
There you go.
Am I stuttering?
Awesome. We're looking forward to seeing. We're looking forward to having Phil on the show soon. That's actually hard to say.
Giving out free lap
Phil
dances.
on the show soon.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
I know. What?
When we come back, we're going to have Ladies' Room and another review and Trigger the Driggers.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Yes.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And as you guys know, Common Sense New Hampshire is brought to you by PDS.
Precision Delivery Solutions.
This is Philip Palker from Precision Delivery Solutions. I'm the president and owner of the corporation. We are a truckload carrier regionally based in the Northeast, currently looking for qualified CDL drivers with top pay and benefits for this area. We urge you to give us a call at 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. That is 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. We look forward to hearing from you folks. We are the future of transportation.
If you're looking for some live music and a little fun, then Perfect Entertainment, Nashua's best for DJs and karaoke selection, is your answer. Hailed by the Nashua Telegraph, they do it all from birthday parties to weddings to corporate events. Perfect Entertainment will provide entertainment your family and friends will remember for a lifetime. For more information,